Hi everyone, it's Nina today, and I'm going to do the tarot card reading for the zodiac sign of Libra. So I pre-shuffle the cards because today I'm using a very big deck. As you can see, the cards are quite big and they're very difficult to shuffle in my hands, so it takes longer. So what I'm getting today for the Libras is the King of Swords. This is very much your energy of air. Um, it says here ambition. And this is a male who could be air sign like you. He could be Gemini, Aquarius. He could be Libra. Could also be another different star sign. Doesn't have to be always air sign, but is usually a man who is at least 30, 40 years old. That's why he's a king. So represents maturity, especially mental maturity, intellectual maturity. Like he is quite smart, well-read, educated. He could be professional type. Professional in sense that he's working something either in an office or he makes clever decisions or he writes books. He could be a teacher, he could be a lawyer, um, could be a scientist, something that is quite precise and scientific. See, he's not an artist, he's not a musician, he doesn't have that kind of soft side to him. He is hard logic type of man. So he could be someone who's doing research, he could be into computers, he could be a doctor, he could be a surgeon. See, he's holding the sword here. So he could be somebody who is using his precise knowledge to either help others or to guide or to teach others. So I feel is a professionally one of those like highly educated fields. And what I'm getting is that he will be making some very smart decision that will concern you, and it will concern you in a good way because the card is a bride. So I don't know how you know this person in what capacity, whether it's somebody you want professional advice from, like a lawyer, or it could be a doctor. Just say you take your kid to the doctors because something's wrong with them, and the doctor checks them out and he gives you the decision, the diagnosis. If it's something legal, maybe you're seeing a lawyer who is like looking through the paperwork, through the documents, and therefore he makes this precise, accurate decision that will concern you in a good way. Um, if this is about your personal life, Libras are very attracted to smart men, intelligent men. They just go at owl with them. They just go, wow, look at him. He's so smart. And she's like dreamy eyes about him. Usually the air signs, usually the King of Swords is an air sign like Aquarius. Libras really admire Aquarian men. But it could also be Sagittarius because Sagittarius are quite smart as well. And could also be Scorpios because Scorpio has very precise, sharp mind. They also have emotion. I don't know how you're going to connect with the emotion. Being an air sign, you might not be so keen on a deeply emotional Scorpio, but I think maybe Sagittarius or Aquarius man will be quite good, okay, if this is a personal situation. And again, the main decision will come from him, like whatever's going to say, whatever's going to happen, whatever he's going to do. And this is somebody who has very structured way of thinking and very firm logic, and he makes very firm decisions. So once he makes his decision, you can, trust this decision to be it. Like he will not change his mind later on, okay? Also, the King of Swords is somebody who communicates very clearly, very fluently and articulately his decisions, his words, because the sword also represents his clear mind, clear communication. And also you could think that if somebody is so educated, if somebody has read so many books and has taken so many exams to get to that position in life, then he must be well spoken as well, because all these books that he read, his vocabulary is quite, fluent. So I'm thinking you will get either conversation with this man regarding a decision, or you could be getting a professional advice. If it's a work situation, you could be working for one of those. And if you're a man, Libra man watching this represents you in that case. Then you are doing something that you're making your decisions, okay? I'm referring my readings to women mainly, because I watch the statistics on my YouTube channel, is most of it is women. But men, if you fit in these scenarios, then feel free to take the reading for yourselves if you like it, okay? So Libra man, you need to talk, you need to explain, you need to open up, you need to use the best language, the best words that come up to your head if you want to explain your decision or to say something, okay? So then I'm getting here 10 of Wands and 7 of Wands. So the Wands are usually physical challenge, physical struggle. This is more intellectual and mental and what's happening in your mind, but this is happening in the real world. So 10 of Wands here says responsibility, and the tens are a lot of responsibilities, like burdens and burdens. And I think if you're talking to someone like this, he will want to explain to you, to talk to you, how many burdens and responsibilities he has. Maybe he's very busy in his profession. So if he's a doctor, he will have a lot of patients, a lot of busy shifts, a lot of like very dynamic type of work, and also very important work, because he can't let his patients down. If he's a teacher or like university tutor or something, he will have a lot of students wanting his opinion and wanting something of him, always like, oh, please teacher, help me, tell me this, tell me that. So I feel this man is very busy professionally, very busy, and he has a lot going on in his life, okay? And the tense means that he's carrying responsibilities that could sometimes be beyond his capacity. Like he could be going home so tired, like knackered, and going home and just falling asleep, sleeping for a few hours and then getting up again, going for the next shift or going doing the next thing. So I feel this King of Swords quite a busy person, okay? So why he's doing all this is he is battling something. See, 7 of Wands, it says endurance. Again, shows some kind of hardship, something that he's standing up against. It could be life, could be getting tough. It could be work. It could be somebody who's trying to progress to the next level in his career. Or it could be just the workload is a lot. The 10 of Wands shows a lot of work. And he has to endure. He has to keep it together. And he's doing all this by himself, because he's standing up, he's fighting back, he's not giving up easily. But this card represents like almost like somebody who's going for a battle, the battle of life, or the battle in a specific situation. It could be professional, but it could also be personal situation when things are not very easy. He could be meeting challenges. He could be meeting people who are not always well wishers, like people who could be going against. It could be competition as well. Because if you know, on a traditional tarot deck, this card shows a man that is fighting back with the stick that is he's holding across his chest like this, like in combat mode, ready to strike. So I feel this King of Swords here that you're going to be talking with, he will be explaining to you how difficult his life situation is right now, and he's a lone warrior. He's the only one who can tackle the situation, because it's concerning his career, his future. His responsibilities are only his. The 10 of Wands, when you have so many things going on, but you can't just let it like someone else have it, because it's your responsibility. So I think he is going through something like this, when he needs to endure and he needs to be strong, and maybe he needs enough rest. You know, something that will require him to be very disciplined, very organized, that he can't really um, distract his mind towards something else. Like he's staying focused, he's staying disciplined mentally, but also his body needs to be disciplined and to be going doing this, then going doing that, and that, and that. It's like so much going on at the same time. Okay. And it's something important for him because he's fighting, like, he's putting up on a very tough battle there to win this thing. Okay. So that's why I'm getting here. If you are dating someone who never has time, or somebody who's always busy, or somebody who is not answering your messages, or he hasn't called you for a couple of days, I think this is why. So don't panic, you know. He's not ignoring you or anything. He just has so much going on in his mind and physically as well. Okay, I'll see you soon, guys. I hope you like this readings. Let me know in the comments. Bye.